my name is Lindy Sherries and I used to be a Sangoma. In this channel, I talk about everything, guys. Abokorobela, the secrets that we were taught not to share with you guys, how we used to trick you guys, the spirits, how everything works when you go to a Sangoma for consultation, Yamatambo. So whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, please check out this channel so we can talk about it. If you believe in God, let's share the gospel. If you don't believe in God, you can check out the channel too. I want to hear your opinion, and I want people who actually share their opinion, not insulting me without saying why. Thank you, and I'll see you on my channel.
And thank you so much for joining me on my channel. My name is Solomon Nizangi Shams. It's so good to be with you on this day. I hope you're doing very well. Please use the comment section and let us know. Let me know how you're doing. How was your week? Weekend, that is. How was church? Tell me about church. What showed up? What didn't show up? But it's so good to have you here. Please make sure you follow me on Facebook at Solomon Izang Shams, also on Twitter and Instagram. Importantly, please make sure you subscribe right here if you haven't subscribed yet. Very, very important. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. And after this broadcast, I'm going to do a broadcast to give you a little more detail about what I have been facing. You remember Alf Lukau, the pastor Alf Lukau, the Congolese pastor who there was this resurrection miracle, so-called resurrection miracle that the media called happened in his church, which turned out not to be a miracle in itself. It was just a situation. The media and a lot of people accused him, for staging everything. He took me to court. For the last 5 years, we've been in court, and then I was sentenced to prison. I went to prison, did prison. I came out and I thought it was all over, but I think he thought I was going to be quiet about him, but he continued to come after me. Now he's come after me that I needed to pay his legal fee, something that wasn't there before. Now he came, and now the court is saying I have to pay about 300,000 rand. Where am I going to get that kind of money? But I have to pay, right? So I'm going to do a broadcast and just show you what have transpired. All that he's trying to do is to silence me. But you see, the only way anyone can silence me from speaking the truth and revealing falsehood and charlatans and false prophet is to take my life. That's the only way. As long as I'm alive, with what God has showed me, with the pain and the burden I've seen in people that's caused by these charlatans, I can never be quiet. So 300,000 rand, which is like how much? Which is like, I'm not even sure how much that is. Maybe about $30,000 or something. I don't know, something like that, but that's where we are now. So I'm going to make a video out of it. But if anybody wants to support that, wants to put in some money, please make sure you get in touch, or you can do that via our what do you call it, PayPal. Yes, solomontalks@yahoo.com is my PayPal. But anyway, let's go to what we have for today. And it's good to have you guys. And there's a video that's been making the round just about a church where there was these girls who were just in their undies, just in their bra, singing and dancing. And when I saw that video, it was a bit disturbing. I was like, is this video actually true or not true? Because you see, I think there's a part of the church today that it would never shock you or shock me when we see certain things happen in church or tolerated in church. Because there's a lot that's tolerated or happens in church that you and I, some of you would be shocked if you get to see it or hear about it. But for someone like me who has seen it all, it's not shocking anymore. It's not shocking anymore at all. Because you see different ways that pastors, prophets, charlatans, their lifestyle, what they do in church You know, there are pastors that would ask girls to meet them in church at midnight at the pulpit, and they would have intercourse with them in the pulpit. Believe it or not. And even right now, we have seen pastors, so-called pastors and prophets and false prophets, using anything and everything just to attract the crowd. They now have this thing about grace and hyper grace and allowing people to just be who you are. So I'm going to play you this short video that I saw that is a bit concerning, right? Because the video it's sort of like just gives you a reflection, even if it's not just the video, but just the whole scene in itself gives you somehow a reflection of some part of the church. Now, I'm not saying all part of the church is that way, but I'm just trying to tell you that there is iniquity in the church. There is very serious iniquity in the church. There is a certain lifestyle that we tolerate in church. There's a certain way that we do things in church that sometimes when you look at it and sometimes when you see it, it just shocks you. It's shocking. Now, we know that in church, we see the way sometimes the men dress and come in, or the women dress and come in, and you were like, oh. Matter of fact, there are churches that if you dress in certain ways, that they're not even going to let you in. I know a lot of churches like that in Nigeria. They say, no, your chest for a woman is too revealing, or your dress is too short. There's a whole lot of it. But how much should we and can we tolerate, as I show you this video, how much should we tolerate when it comes to those kind of lifestyle? And is it something that people actually see, or people or prophets and charlatans actually use it to their own advantage? Because that's what they do, isn't it? They bring in people. They can do anything to attract the crowd. They can do anything to attract the crowd. Okay, here's a video now. Look at the ladies. About 3-4 of them. Like a performer coming to church or something. Okay, let me play it again. What do you think about that? Give me your comments in the comment section. What do you think about that? Where should we draw the line when it comes to some sort of like that sort of thing in church and in churches? Where should we draw the line? Yeah, and a lot of these things are sometimes done in secret, and sometimes you don't know about it. But you see, a lot of charlatans and false prophets, they devise a lot of different strategy to attract people to church. And that's one of the ways that they do. Just like if they want to sell a car for you, if you see a billboard of a car, you see a woman there, maybe sometimes naked woman, or they want to sell cigarette for you. What business does a woman have to do with selling a car? She wants to buy, but you have a naked woman. It's so sad to see that. Please leave me a comment in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts. And I'd love to hear you talk about where to draw the line when it comes to all of this. What should we tolerate in church and what shouldn't we tolerate in church? Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you again just now.